Let's look at today's notes. It says writing an equation from a table. Go ahead and write your name on it, today's date. We're going to learn how to write an equation when we have an XY table, input-output table. Write an equation from table of values that include the y-intercept. Okay, so we know the slope is, this is kind of faded out, but change of y over change in x. So remember finding the slope using change of y over change in x. We did that a while back. And then to find your y-intercept, it's located on the y-axis. The value of the coordinates whenever you have your y-intercept, 0 is x, and then b is some number. It can be any number, but you're looking for whenever x is 0, what is the y value? And that's your y-intercept. So when x is 0, what is y? All right, let's go ahead and look for that. Do y'all see where x is 0? Yes, go ahead and circle it. When x is 0, what is y? 4. So that means b is 4. I want you to circle it on your table and then write b equals whatever. So in this case, it's b equals 4. So we know our y-intercept. Next thing we need to know is our slope. So we need to do change of y over change in x. Remember, y is on top. So let's go to our y values and find what is the change. Going from 3 to 4. Yep, so plus 1. From 4 to 5. From 5 to 6. Okay. So our change in y is 1. So I'm putting that over here. 1 over. So this goes on top for change of y. Now let's do change of x. Negative 2 to 0 is plus 2. Exactly. Plus 2. Plus 2. So our slope is 2. So we have our slope. We have our y-intercept. We can write our equation. Y equals mx plus b. So y equals, what's m? 1/2. So 1/2 x plus 4. I want you to put that into y equals and check the table in your calculator. So y equals 1/2 x. I went to y equals because what are we looking for? The matching table. In order to get the matching table, we need the equation into y equals. Oh, after you put into y equals, look at your calculator. Where can you go to the table? Second graph. So look at your values. It doesn't have to go in the same like -2, 0, and stuff, but you need to have the same values. So like -2, go up to -2. Is -2 matched with 3? Yes. Is 0 matched with 4? Yes. 2 matched with 5. 4 matched with 6. That's it. That's all you got to do. When you have a multiple choice problem, Wouldn't it be easy just to go to y equals, put in an answer choice, look at your table, see if they match? So you can always use your calculator to check your answers. Go to y equals, put in the equation, look for the matching table. Okay, so let's go to the next one. First thing we want to look for is when x is 0, what is y? Huh? When x is 0. Ooh, trick question, right? This is the y-intercept. So what does b equal? 6. Okay, I put that on there on purpose to try to trick you. And guess what? TEA will do the same thing on your EOC test. All right, so now we need to get change of y over change in x. So let's look at, change of y, sorry. Going from 6 to 4, minus 2. From 4 to 0, from 0 to negative 2. And it's okay if they're different numbers. If the change of y's are different numbers, then the change of x's will be the same. Will also be different. So let's look at change of x. 0 to 1. 1 to 3. Plus 2. 3 to 4. See how it kind of goes in the same thing? These are the same, but the middle one is different. But the thing about slope is they'll all equal the same once we simplify it. So remember, change of y over change in x. What's the change of y? Negative 2 over 1. What was the other one, though? Negative 4 over 2. And then we had a repeat. So let's simplify these. What's negative 2 divided by 1? Negative 2. What's negative 4 divided by 2? Negative 2. So m equals negative 2. So our equation is y equals mx plus b. What's the m? Negative 2x plus 6. I should be putting these in boxes. So go to y equals. We are going to check this. It's a good practice to check it. That way you'll always get it right, as long as you're checking your work. So go to y equals. Everyone. Nobody should just be sitting there looking around. Negative 2x plus 6. Now go to your table. We're going to check all the numbers that are on our table. So let's see. 0 match with 6. 1 match with 4. 3 match with 0. 4 match with negative 2. Done. All right, I want you to do this one with your table group right now. So I'm going to pause the video and let you do that. So the y-intercept is when x is 0. What is y? So our b is negative 2. So then to find our slope, change of y over change in x. So the change in y's is on the right side. So from negative 8 to negative 5, 5 to 2, negative 2 to 1, 1 to 4, and 4 to 7. So our change of y is 3. Then our change of x's comes from the x side, going from negative 2 to negative 5 to 0 to 5 to 10 to 15. What is that going by? Plus 5 each time. So that means that is the bottom of the fraction on the slope. They're not separated. They are together as one fraction. Then we write our equation as y equals mx plus b. So y equals 3 over 5x plus or minus 2. Did you put it into y equals and check it? Okay, let's go to the next one. The y-intercept. Do we have a y-intercept? No. Where would 0 be along the axis? On the top? Yeah. So let's put it right here. We don't know what the y value is, but we know that's where an x value of 0 would be. We've got to find it. Okay. So let's look at change of y over change in x. So let's look at y's. What are the y's going by? Plus 4. So change of y is 4 over, what about the change of x? So it's 4 over 1. So then, how could I find the... So I need to go the opposite to get that, right? All of these increasing would be plus 4. So I'm going to go the opposite because this would be going the opposite by minusing or subtracting 1. So you're rationalizing it out, saying this is the pattern. I want to go above it, above that pattern, but follow the same pattern. So then we do minus 4. So I'm going to take what I have, 3, and I'm just going to subtract 4. Gives us negative 1. So that means that's my y-intercept. It's normally a cross, but I kind of wrote my negative 1 up high. So b is negative 1. So y equals mx plus b. So y equals, what's m? 4. Yeah, it's just 4. X, what's b? Minus 1. Plus a negative 1 or just minus 1. Let's go to y equals, plug it in. 4x minus 1 then go to our table of values. Is 0 negative 1 there? Yep. 1 3, 2 7, 3 1, 4 15. So we did it correctly. Okay, let's go to the next one. I want you to go ahead and do this next one. Talk to your group about it. Follow the same steps as what we did before on that last example. Okay, so whenever you do your change of y, change of x, it's negative 5 over 1 or just negative 5. And then to find your y-intercept, 0 is here, so you got to go plus 5 here. So you'd have to do negative 10 plus 5 to get a negative 5. So b is negative 5. So our equation is mx plus b, so negative 5x minus 5. Make sure you put into y equals to check. Did y'all get that? Check it into y equals. Okay, we're going to move on to the next one. I need everybody on this one with me. So remember, our y-intercept is when x is 0. So don't get that confused when y is 0. So where would the 0 fall? Yeah, at the top. So it'll be right here, but we don't know what it is yet. So we got to find change of y, change in x. So the change of y, 0 to 4, plus 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12. So going by fours. And then our x's are going by ones. So change of y is on top over change in x. That'd be 4 over 1 or just 4. Then our y-intercept, let's look at how we would go from 1 to 0. Right now we're going up by 1, so it's going backwards or down by 1. So you got to do the opposite for the y's too. So we'll go down by 4. See how you're following the same pattern, you're just going the opposite way? So if we have 0 and we take 4 away, we're going to get negative 4. So our b value is negative 4. So then our equation is mx plus b, so mx actually minus 4. You'll check it in the calculator. All right, let's go to the next one. Our y-intercept is when x is 0. Where is that going to be? Is that going to be at the top at like all the other ones? No. What numbers is it going to be between? Negative 2 and 2. So put a 0 there. And then do a little circle here so you know that's where it's going to be. So let's just do everything below it. How about that? Change of y over change in x. Change of y, 8 to 16 plus 8. 16 to 24 plus 8. So our change of y is 8. What's our change of x? 2 to 6, 6 to 4. So over 4. 8 over 4 is 2. So that's our m. So now, how are we going to find our y-intercept? What do you notice about 0 and negative 2 and 2? It's what? It's exactly in the middle. It's right between them. So what should be right in the middle of the y's? 4. Do y'all know why? Because it's half. Exactly. So this is your b value. So let's write our equation. Y equals what? 2x plus 4. All right, our last one. We're looking for our y-intercept first. Where is that going to fall? So put the 0 there. Go ahead and circle it.
Teachers, please pardon this interruption, but at this time, can we have all teachers and students line up in the high school hallway, starting from Coach Williams all the
So the 0 goes in between the -1 and the 1. So let's find our slope by doing change of y over change in x. So I'm just going to go below this. So 0 to 4, 4 to 8. And then change of x. Will be plus 2. So that means my slope is 4 over 2. Then we need to simplify that or divide it. 4 divided by 2, just 2. So our slope is 2. So we need to find what our y-intercept is. So see how 0 to 1 just goes 1? Unlike this one that's going by 2s. So we're basically cutting our rate in half. So then if I go up by 1, or down by 1, sorry, to go to the other one, then I'm going to go half of the 4. So that's 2. So I'm taking 0 and taking 2 away from it. So it's -2. So y equals 2x minus 2. You're going to glue this in your journal, and your assignment is on Delta Math. I do need to add some people to that. Come on.